I hate myself. Whatever. I hate myself. I forget what I was gonna say. Howdy everybody, this is Julia. I will be vlogging my through hike of the Appalachian Trail in 2019. So I wanted to get on here and do a really quick introduction video. I definitely wanted to also throw in my gear list and go over very briefly the gear that I'll be taking with me on the Appalachian Trail. And I also want to talk a little bit about my motivation for hiking the Appalachian Trail and a little bit about who I am. But first, I know what you're thinking. Julia, you don't look like a thru hiker. Here's the kicker. I'm not a thru hiker. Not yet, at least. So this will be my first long distance hike. I learned about the trek.co through a few people, and after realizing that I wanted to vlog my experience on the Appalachian Trail regardless, I decided to apply for a vloggership, if you will, for the trek. And so a little bit about me is I am a United States Air Force veteran. After that, I settled in the Midwest for a few years to live close to my sister, where I eventually went to nursing school. But before nursing school, I spent about a year and a half working for a transmission power line company where I spent 40 to 60 hours a week out in nature, and really helped me realize that I loved being in nature. So I went to nursing school and started working as a nurse in a hospital in Pittsburgh, and I absolutely loved it. You really feel like you're helping the community and helping those in need. However, I didn't really feel like I was truly fulfilled in my own personal life. So I spent a lot of time racking my brain figuring out, what do I want to do to be more happy? So I eventually met a few people that also love nature, did a few day hikes, talked with my family, talked with a couple other people, and decided that I would hike a 2-week portion of the Appalachian Trail for my 30th birthday in May. So started planning for that, started getting all of my supplies, all of my equipment, all my gear, and I decided that no, 2 weeks just wasn't enough. I gotta do something really drastic this year, and it just seemed kind of like a no-brainer to just dive in, take on the commitment of doing a through hike. So I am very excited. So I guess now would be a pretty good time to talk about my gear with you and go over what I have. I want to just visit this very briefly. So as you'll see behind me, a couple pieces of my equipment that I'll be taking with me. This is the REI Half Dome 2 tent that I'll be taking with me. I've been setting it up religiously. I don't want to look stupid, and having never really done this before, I mean, I've set up a tent before, but when I get out into the trail, I want to be efficient at these things before so I don't make a fool of myself. Also, this is my pack. So this is a Gregory Amber 60 liter. I tried on like as many different female packs as possible. I do have a little bit of lower back problems, even though I'm only 29. So it has a really nice lumbar support in here, and I just really felt that it was the most comfortable for me. This will be the pack that I'll be taking with me. It has a removable extra, I believe, like 10 liters on here to make it a 70 liter. So I will be starting with the extra 10 liters, but I don't know how long or if I will need that permanently. So let's get into the rest of my gear. Okay, so right here is almost all of my gear. I don't want to waste too much time talking about my gear because it is mostly run-of-the-mill stuff that almost everyone probably uses. So let's take a quick look at it, and then we'll talk about one more thing. This is everything. So there's my Gregory pack that I already talked about. I have a Kelty Cosmic Downs 20-degree sleeping bag and a Cedar Summit dry bag. Apologies, it was the Quarter Dome 2 that I have. I have the Thermarest Neo Air women's sized sleeping pad. I have a Madeira blow-up pillow. I have the GSI Outdoors cooking system with the pot, the lid. I took out most of the other stuff in there. I have just a regular old Spork MSR stove system. As far as water filtration, I have the Katadyn water 1 liter water filter bottle. I also have the Sawyer Squeeze. I'm not sure if I'm going to take both or if I'm only going to take one. I have yet to decide. I have a little bit of first aid equipment. I have some pain reliever. I have some Doc Bronners. I have a brush. I have my Black Diamond headlamp. I have a couple other miscellaneous things, chargers, TP, bug spray, different things like that. I have some hand sanitizer, a journal, a Madeira knife. Now, Julia, why do you need a knife? It's not to kill anybody. It's just for things that I possibly may need to cut. My Cedar Summit bag that's going to have all of these miscellaneous items in it. Clothing bag. This is going to be my food bag. I have a Columbia thermocoil coat. I have an REI Gore-Tex rain shell. I have some Ultimate Terrain waterproof hiking pants. Also, do you want to know what this spot is missing? There's a couple pieces of equipment that are not here right now, and one of those is my ultra running Lone Peak shoes that will be on these feet. Currently, they're covered in mud at my mom's house, so they will be missing from this video. Also, another thing missing, two things missing, are my black diamond trekking poles, which are also at my mother's house. Don't blame me. No one's perfect. Before I leave off with my first video, I just wanted to talk about the ability to do this. When I first initially thought I might want to thru hike the AT, I didn't think it was possible. I had just bought a home about 10 months ago. I started my job a year ago. I didn't really have any money saved, and I really didn't think it was possible. I am not the kind of person that believes in destiny or predetermination, but the things that have happened in my life over the last 3 months have honestly just re-solidified my decision to do this. Called a few realtors, and no one was really open to listing my house because I had only owned it for a few months, and having had a VA loan, I didn't put any money down on my home. So in order to sell it, I was either going to have to ask an astronomical amount or figure something out. So I eventually spoke with one realtor. Her name was Susan, and she believed in me and believed in what I wanted to do. We listed the house, and I accepted an offer 72 hours later. Also, I was totally planning on quitting my job. There's no way my boss can give me 6 months off. So after speaking with my manager, she informed me that they were going to create a limited casual position for me so I can take 6 months off and come back to my job whenever I'm ready. Those two things alone are two huge hurdles to me actually getting to hike the Appalachian Trail. So if anyone or you are trying to convince yourself it's just not going to work out, I tell you to tell that voice in your head to just shut the hell up. Had I listened to the voice in my head, I wouldn't be getting to do what I'm doing in 75 days. The trail is already out there saying, come to me, come to me. Well, I'm coming. I am on my way. I cannot wait to share this experience with you. And I just can't wait to live this experience in general. And I am so very excited that the trek has allowed me to share my vlog with you. And I can't wait to eventually get my feet in some dirt and get going. Knock, knock. Everybody home? Oh, hey, Hi, my name is Lumberjack with the Trek 2019 Vlogger Video Submissions team, and I'm here with the elusive, talented, hilarious Julia Sheehan. We are here in her tent for her interview. Julia, thanks for joining us today. Well, you're in my tent, and I don't really have anywhere else to go, so guess thanks for having me. Julia, okay, well tell us why you want to be a vlogger for your Trek of the Appalachian Trail 2019. So I decided to thru hike the Appalachian Trail this year, and I would love to share my experience through vlogging. I'm also a professional photographer, so I think it would be a really cool transition. Really riveting stuff here, people. Really riveting stuff. Okay, well Julia, anyway, tell us a little bit more about your reasoning for wanting to hike the Appalachian Trail. Give me 3 reasons and go! Reason number 1, I'm turning 30, and I thought what better way to close the door on my 20s than doing something challenging like thru hiking. Next! Number 2. This year has been a really big year of growth for me, and I think that hiking the Appalachian Trail is just something that I gotta do. Boring. Next. Reason number 3 is I want to. Wow. So interesting. Well, folks, you heard it here first. Julia is your average cliche person with absolutely nothing interesting to say. I'm Lumberjack Jack, and I'm gonna go climb a tree. Okay, well, bye. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video submission for my application to be a vlogger for the trek on my thru hike of the Appalachian Trail in 2019. Have a happy new year, and I can't wait to hear from you. Peace. Also, I don't know why I keep doing that. I don't know. Bye.